Live from Amarillo, working in the Panhandle spirit, ABC 7 News Midday starts now.
Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Johnny Atkinson, and this is ABC 7 News Midday. Before we get to our headlines, Corbin is here to tell us what we can expect for our weather today. Corbin?
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty warm day compared to where we were yesterday. It was really nice to see the 70s for our highs and some 60s up to the north, but we're going to be in the 90s this afternoon.
But yesterday was the first day of fall, right?
It was, yeah. So we've technically officially started the new season. That means nothing when you live in the south. Here is kind of an exception, but we're pretty high in elevations. Temperature-wise, 79 right now, 81 out in Tucumcari, and a few 60s still out towards Shamrock and Clarendon. Our winds are starting to pick up. They'll be somewhat breezy today, around 15 to 25 miles per hour. That's going to put our dry eye index right around a level 3 out of 4. And again, it's going to be hot today compared to where we were yesterday. We are going to see maybe a thunderstorm or two get going tonight. I still think we'll have a pretty nice night for the Blitz Planner. So really don't cancel any of your plans. Get out there, enjoy the nice evening. A few stray showers possible tomorrow. And our next front comes through this weekend. We'll talk about that coming up in your full forecast. Johnny, back to you.
Thank you, Corbin. Well, the Potter County deputy who was shot multiple times at the Tri-State Fair on Monday night has been released from the hospital and is continuing to recover. Deputy William Jake Snyder was shot around 11 p.m. when a male suspect opened fire on deputies working off-duty security at the fair. An off-duty firefighter and a bystander were also shot, and they are still in the hospital, but they are expected to be okay. Snyder and Potter County firefighter Brady Carroll will be honored by Potter County commissioners on Monday for going above and beyond the call of duty in the arrest of that suspect. The gunman who was shot by deputies is still in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. And sex trafficking has long been a problem in the U.S., and Texas is one of the worst. Although the city of Amarillo sees lower crime than some larger cities, our unique layout makes us vulnerable to hosting traffickers and victims alike. ABC 7's Trayvon Gay takes a look at how bad the problem is and who is working to stop it.
An interstate for most is an artery to the world, an avenue for travel and business. There's a dark side of being an interstate city, though. Experts say it can create opportunity for human trafficking. Where
if you are traveling through areas like Amarillo, not only can you go easily undetected, but you don't have a lot of people who are looking or observing individuals who are looking for those red flags.
Brandy Reed, Director of Education at Family Protective Services, says the problem is the Panhandle is bigger than you may think, but she has a team to fight back.
We have a very, very large anti-human trafficking coalition called Freedom in the 806. It's one of the largest in Texas, with members that also serve on the adult sex trafficking and minor sex trafficking team.
One negative to being a nonprofit, though, funding can be hard to come by. So here in Amarillo, FPS is banking on the state to back them on their cause.
I think that human trafficking will continue to be a priority at the state level, and that's making it more of an opportunity for places like Amarillo to apply for funding for comprehensive services to combat human trafficking.
Even after victims are safe, though, Reed says the fight is not over. Sometimes there's a risk victims falling back into that lifestyle, something Reed and her team battle every day.
Because they are so vulnerable, and it's the heartbreaking part of this story is that our philosophy, you know, of course, with working with survivors of trafficking is to love them up, not lock them up.
Family Protective Services, APD, and other groups are doing what they can to end the issue of trafficking and modern slavery. If you feel you know a victim or are a potential victim, you can reach out to Family Protective Services or the police. Reporting in Amarillo, Trayvon Gay, ABC 7 News.
Well, the first phase of the I-27 construction project in Amarillo is now nearing completion, but that doesn't mean a third lane will be open to traffic anytime soon. Contractors began reconstructing the center median barrier 1 year ago. Wednesday, a stretch of the portable concrete traffic barriers on northbound I-27 was replaced by traffic cones. According to TxDOT, Phase 1 is slightly behind schedule due to restricted workspace, but it should be completed by early next month. For Phase 2, barriers will be moved to the outside lanes, which involves reconstructing the on-ramps. And September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And while those conditions are relatively rare, it is still the leading cause of disease-related mortality in children. In any given year, there are around 400,000 cases of childhood cancer spread across the country. There's no doubt that cancer is a major challenge for all involved, and those challenges go far beyond physical well-being.
Cancer is not just a disease that affects the child itself. Yes, absolutely. It is a major battle that the child has to fight, but it is an equally important life-turning event for the entire family. Family's life is actually turned upside down when they have a child diagnosed with cancer.
Well, one way to help is through the simple act of donating blood. Throughout cancer treatment, children consistently need blood transfusions, and with blood in short supply, every drop matters. And in honor of National Hispanic Heritage Month, ABC 7 News is highlighting action and progress to improve the Barrio neighborhood in East Amarillo. ABC 7's Drew Powell reports how the Wesley Community Center is paying tribute to pioneer those who touched so many lives.
Even though Reverend Jacinto Alderete is not here with us today, his impact is still felt here in the community.
Reverend Jacinto Alderete is credited with expanding the Wesley Community Center from a two-room house to a multi-use facility offering services for children and seniors.
One of the things we want to do is just pay tribute to Reverend Jacinto Alderete and everything that he did for Hispanics, the Barrio neighborhood, and anyone in the community.
He had a servant's heart, and the love that he poured into the community, into the people, really showed and was embedded in this foundation of the Wesley Community Center.
Service to the community is how one went about improving the lives of so many. These days, organizers are furthering that mission by moving forward on a second Wesley location here in Amarillo.
The need in that area of Amarillo is strong, and then just the additional care for infants, ones and twos, the desert for childcare, and that age range is needed.
A fundraising campaign aimed at raising $1 million to help the Wesley Community Center add a second campus in Amarillo got underway in 2021. So far to date, they've raised more than $700,000.
The seed that Reverend Jacinto Alderete planted is now into bigger and growing, and so we're opening up a new campus, which was the former Kingswood United Methodist Church.
The second campus will emulate the same services the East Campus provides to the community: mental health counseling, day and night child care, and therapy services. Drew Powell, ABC 7 News.
Will some Americans have to lose their jobs as a trade-off for lower inflation? I'm Atrell Deshar with more of what the Federal Reserve says is necessary pain.
And we are in for a very warm day today. Highs back to the low 90s, but another cold front on the way this weekend. We'll talk about your temperatures next week in just a few minutes.
Morning in the Panhandle. We're up and at it early, putting in a full day's work, getting the kids ready and off to school. At ABC 7, we're here to help you along the way and prepare you before you step out the door.
Covering local news to keep you informed.
And tracking your next weather maker.
As you rise, we shine. Start your day with ABC 7 Amarillo Daybreak. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7.
At Family Camping Service Center, we've got fun for the whole family.
Take the comforts of home on the road while you lighten your load in a Rockwood fifth wheel from Family Camping Service Center. Come see the new bunkhouse models with new mid-bunks and the always popular rear bunks. You'll find the perfect camper for your family, vehicle, and budget. Plus, a nice selection of used camp trailers as well at
Family Camping Service Center has something for everyone.
The flu. It spreads easily. And there are lots of ways to catch it. The flu is especially hard on older adults and small children. So keep your family protected, because getting the flu is easy, but getting the shot is even easier.
I'm calling Patrick. Do you think you can still fix it?
Yes, ma'am. We can fix electric fast.
Great. When can you be here?
I'm from Patrick.
Patrick Electric. When you need help fast, call us. We strive for same-day service and offer 24-hour emergency service.
Patrick Electric.
Childress Brothers has been serving the West Texas area since 1972. That's almost 50 years of fixing foundations the right way. In that time, we've repaired over 15,000 foundations. Yes, 15,000. We have excellent reviews, and we've only ever had to go back and do additional work 3 times, which we gladly did. We fix foundations right. We treat people with respect. We charge a fair price. That's our recipe for success.
Integrity, honesty, unbeatable quality. Childress Brothers Foundation Repair.
Gary knows golf.
You need to have good balance, good support.
Where to find that support?
2 words, The Good Feet Store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free arch support fitting.
Well, a Houston burger joint was named the best in America, and the union vote on the new railroad agreement is underway. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. The White House brokered agreement to avert a railroad strike has the potential to fall apart, threatening widespread economic disruption right before the midterm elections. Rail workers began voting on this yesterday. Key industries in Texas could face a bottleneck if a strike happens. Well, mortgage rates have reached the highest since August 2007. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 6.29% this week, according to Freddie Mac. The Texas housing market has slowed as those rates increase. The direct upstream job count in the Lone Star State surpassed 200,000 in August for the first time since the pandemic-related free fall in employment in 2020. That's according to the Texas Independent Producers and Royalty Owners Association. And Gayat has listed Beck's Prime in Houston as the #1 spot in America to grab some burgers. Beck's Prime was launched in 1985. It attracts burger enthusiasts and families for its fresh fast food, it says. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
My auntie called me. She said, Uncle's had a heart attack. I needed him to be here.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Busted? Original Gorilla Glue, of course. Works indoor, works outdoor. It's weatherproof, it's waterproof. It's versatile and incredibly strong for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Type 2 diabetes? Discover the power of 3 in the Ozempic Tri-Zone.
In my Ozempic Tri-Zone, I lowered my A1C, CV risk, and lost some weight.
Ozempic provides powerful A1C reduction. In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it. Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events, such as stroke, heart attack, or death, in adults also with known heart disease. And you may lose weight. Adults lost up to 14 pounds. Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Join the millions already taking Ozempic. Ask your healthcare provider about the Ozempic Tri-Zone.
You may pay as little as $25 for a 3-month prescription.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Across America, crime has exploded. Police officers killed in the line of duty. And here's Beto O'Rourke.
I really love that Black Lives Matters and other protesters have put this front and center. to defund police forces.
That's right. Beto stands with groups that support defunding the police.
And I know that it's an idea that is dangerous to some.
No, it's dangerous to everyone, and it's why Beto O'Rourke should never be governor of Texas.
When you've got to have crunchy tacos, it's got to be DQ. Right now, get 3 Texas T-brand tacos for just $5. We're talking zesty taco meat, lots of fresh toppings, and a crunch you can't resist. At 3 for just $5, that's a lot of for your buck. And nobody but DQ lets you top it off with your favorite treat.
That's what I like about Texas.
Day after Thanksgiving, and we were involved in a hit-and-run accident. We all got rushed to the hospital. They checked me out, and they said I had a bump on my head because I had a strong impact to the window. My aunt had called Hunter and Kalinka. We got in, and Hunter and Kalinka, they helped us through everything. They treated me with respect. They treated me like family. My settlement with Hunter and Kalinka was very good. I recommend Hunter and Kalinka because they go above and beyond. They're spectacular.
My name is Bob Kalinka. At Hunter and Kalinka, we're serious attorneys who handle serious cases. Call us.
Quality summertime with the kids means sometimes sharing moments with them, even if it isn't your thing.
Get more quality out of your quality time this summer with 100% Vexus Fiber Internet.
Tonight, for the first time ever, the tank goes live.
Let's go!
The Shark Tank Live season premiere event tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
And now, your Storm Surge 7 forecast with meteorologist Corbin Vogus.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Not lots of sunshine out there, so it's been a nice start to the day. Unfortunately, with all the strong winds that we're seeing out of the southwest, it's going to usher in, again, it's a downsloping wind, so it's dry. It also means it'll be warm today, and that's going to help us climb into the low 90s this afternoon. Not too bad right now. Still some low 70s where we've had some cloud cover this morning. Mid 70s pretty much everywhere else, but starting to touch into the low 80s in a few spots. Winds, again, really starting to pick up out of the southwest as that new upper level low continues to dig through the Dakotas. That's going to help keep our winds pretty breezy, around 15 to 25 miles per hour. It was a really nice day yesterday, only climbed to 79 degrees, so it is was a below normal day, but it's going to be hot again this afternoon. Our average high temperature down to 88.6, which is still very warm. Probably one of the warmer Septembers we've had in the last century or so. Blitz planner looks like this. Again, we could have a few thunderstorms tonight. It's not going to be very widespread, maybe just 1 or 2 storms to deal with, but the rest of us having a nice night for some football games. 76 at halftime, and then for your drive home, most of us will be down into those lower 70s. So we'll put it into motion for you. Again, clouds converging, where those winds starting to converge together. Again, that monsoon moisture, or that plume of moisture, also set up across or draped across the northern panhandles. Some of those storms, again, some frequent lightning possible, dumping some light to moderate rain, but again, really going to be very sparse in terms of seeing some additional rainfall out of those. That front will stall out and just pretty well get stuck right here in the middle of the Texas Panhandle. It's possible for us to see a few showers, maybe near I-40 throughout the day on Saturday with some partly cloudy skies, but we will overall be warmer than normal for the first half of this weekend. The reinforced cold air doesn't actually get here until Saturday night, Sunday morning. That'll keep us in the 80s next week, but still above normal. 60% chance that that continues into our 8 to 14 day outlook as well. Taking a real quick look down at the tropics, Tropical Depression 9 right now. It does have a defined area of circulation, so models starting to hone in on where it's at and where it will eventually track. Again, this is your cone of uncertainty, so it doesn't necessarily mean that the eye of the storm is going to be going right through western Cuba. That's kind of the entire area where there is the potential for the eye to track. But in general, looks like it's going to end up somewhere in the eastern Gulf of Mexico and could potentially become a hurricane and maybe even a major hurricane if it does gather all of its ingredients together. So that's something, especially if you're living towards Florida, probably need to pay attention to. Highs for today, lots of low 90s out here in the high plains. We'll have another day of 90+ degree heat tomorrow before we are a bit more seasonal next week, but still just above normal. Johnny, back to you.
Hey, thank you, Corbin. Well, in the economic news, higher interest rates mean more expensive credit card debt, mortgages, and other loans. The Federal Reserve's latest rate hike is also expected to lead to a higher unemployment rate. The Fed says the full effects of their actions are difficult to predict because of the unprecedented dynamics at play, like the war in Ukraine. National correspondent Atra El-Nashar has more.
The Federal Reserve's dual mandates are in for a clash. Bring down inflation while achieving maximum employment.
I wish there were a painless way to do that. There isn't.
Raising interest rates are designed to slow down the demand that's outpacing supply in order to lower inflation. But slowing the economy is expected to eliminate some jobs. The current unemployment rate is 3.7%. The Fed projects that will rise to 4.4% by the end of next year. Before the pandemic, the last time the U.S. had that unemployment rate was August 2017. That exact month, inflation was exactly where the Fed wants it, about 2%. Today, it's more than 4 times that.
The unemployment rate is about 3.7%, one of the lowest in history.
President Biden often pointing to the labor market as a source of strength in the economy. But the tightness of it, with about 2 open jobs for every person looking for work, is causing strain across sectors, often limiting productivity, like at this restaurant outside Seattle.
We can't open the full restaurant until we have full front of house servers, bussers. We're really short on dishwashers.
The labor shortage also hitting the manufacturing industry with more than 800,000 vacant jobs. But some economists say job cuts this time could look different if employers can't lay off people they were never able to hire in the first place.
We can't find enough workers, right? And so I think that's going to mean that we're starting off any downturn, if we have one, in a much more positive place than we would have been otherwise.
Even Powell acknowledges no one knows if the Fed's process will lead to a recession and how bad one could be. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon telling lawmakers his biggest fear.
The most important thing is to avoid stagflation. Stagflation is the most damaging to every part of society, every industry.
Meaning high inflation, high unemployment, and slowed growth, a scenario even harder to fix than the present. In Washington, I'm Atra El-Nashar reporting.
Well, just as we start the fall season, the temperatures are going back up. Corbin's got your Friday forecast for the day, the weekend, and next week. It's all coming up after the break.
Do you think they need to bring them to us on like a fancy tray, like thinking like a platter? We need a maitre d'.
Yes, Joffrey, I'll take another, please. Sonic Chop House Cheeseburger.
Heavy on the Chop House, please. An aioli.
I've been asked if buying a mattress at Bob Mills Sleep Spa during employee pricing is really worth it. Will you tell me?
It allows you to buy a new mattress at my employee price.
Like this Allegro Queen mattress in 3 different support levels that dissipates heat away from your body. Normally $3,900.
But with my employee pricing, just $2261.78.
Now that's huge. And you get 60 months to pay with the Bob Mills card.
Bob Mills Sleep Spa.
A new car is a new car is a new car is a new. Get out the box. Get to Mazda of Amarillo and experience the styling, the legendary quality, reliability, and resale value of a new Mazda. Plus, get a risk-free guarantee with Mazda of Amarillo's warranty forever at no extra charge. And get a new 2022 Mazda CX-30 just $229 a month. Or a new 2022 Mazda 3, now just $269 a month. Don't be so common. Hurry to Mazda of Amarillo today.
High gas prices got you down? At Carpet World, we're committed to making your floors beautiful, even on a budget. The best selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and more. Luxury flooring doesn't have to mean expensive flooring. Shop with confidence on any budget. Fair prices at a good value. Come by today and win a chance to earn a $200 gas card with a flooring purchase. At Carpet World, we won't pump you dry.
Frustrated with occasional digestive upsets? Align Women's Probiotic naturally helps promote a balanced gut and soothe occasional digestive upsets. Plus, it supports vaginal health. It's recommended by gastroenterologists 2 times more than any other probiotic brand. Try Align.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin.
Excuse me.
Roll it back, everybody.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Did you or a loved one serve, live, or work at Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987? You may be entitled to compensation. The President is allowing service members, families, and civilians who served, lived, or worked at Camp Lejeune to seek compensation for injuries caused by toxic water. Toxic water at Camp Lejeune has been linked to cancer, melanoma, lymphoma, leukemia, lung disease, birth injuries, and other health complications. The law is time sensitive and claims must be filed quickly. Do not wait. Contact Thomas J. Henry today.
The all-new 2 for $5 menu at Sonic. Choose a Fritos chili cheese wrap, small jumbo popcorn chicken, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Just $5. The 2 for $5 menu. Only at Sonic or in the app.
Well, a master of the big screen suspense has a new movie in the works, and we've got a sneak peek. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
We were called and are united by a common vision, which has now become a command that we cannot ignore. The four of us are here to prevent the apocalypse.
Here's a look at the first trailer for the next M. Night Shyamalan thriller, Knock at the Cabin. The film's tagline, Save Your Family or Save Humanity. Make the choice. Knock at the Cabin arrives in theaters February 3rd.
Does it represent our culture in a way that's respectful and good?
Gloria Estefan is taking part in the annual Latitude Conference, showcasing the contributions of U.S. Latinos in various industries, including media and entertainment. Estefan says many of her fans don't know she was born in Cuba, only that she's Latina.
People from all different Latin countries would say, we feel like you're representing us, you're our voice to the world, because we have a common language that unites us. And even though we may have different dialects and different words that we use, we still communicate in the language of Spanish. And I've become kind of a representative for them because of the success we had worldwide musically in both languages. So I take that responsibility very, very much to heart.
The 5th annual Latitude Conference runs through Sunday in San Diego, California. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
So how hot are we getting today, Corbin?
It's going to be a lot warmer than it was yesterday, probably looking at about 90 for our high temperature, so it's about 10 degrees warmer than normal or so. That's where most of us end up today. 88 for Boise City, though. A straight thunderstorm possible tonight. Not going to rule it out, but thinking most of us should have an okay time with the football games. Just a 10 to 20% chance for rain between 6 and 9 p.m. when the game is ongoing. Here's a look at your 7-day tracker. We've got you at 91 tomorrow, so one more warm afternoon before that front comes through. Really not a strong front. We're seeing highs in the 80s next week. Lows in the 50s, not too bad, but it's pretty quiet for the next week or two.
And we want to remind everyone to watch the Blitz tonight at 10:07. All right, well, thank you for being here for ABC 7 News Midday. We're always online at abc7amarillo.com.
Have a great day.
Unwelcome in the home she paid for.
Who's living in the house now? All of them except me. You were married to her for 4 years. She put up the money for the house. It's going to get sold, and you're going to get a piece of it. Isn't that great?
Judge Judy.
Today at 2 on ABC 7.
Optimum Business is here with fast, reliable internet with speeds up to 1 gig to bring opportunities closer so you can go farther. Get internet, phone, and mobile with flexible plans and internet with built-in cybersecurity for just $69 a month. With Optimum Business, you get transparent pricing with no hidden fees and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Your future's only a connection away with Optimum Business. Plans start at $69 a month. Call or visit Optimum Business today.
Amarillo,
Buddy's Home Furnishings is now open. Huge selections of the best name brand furniture, appliances, electronics, and more. We're your one-stop shop for home furnishings. At Buddy's, you can own it faster for less. With flexible payment plans, no credit needed, and 6 months same as cash. Come see why everyone is making the switch to Buddy's. Free same-day delivery on in-stock items. Visit us today for all your home furnishings, and when you add it up, Buddy's is better.
On the next wheel, can the heat from our California Coast prizes cause brain freeze?
Need a letter?
Oh, sorry.
Tonight at 6:30 on ABC 7.